Hi all, myself Dr. Girish Velis. I am a practicing retina specialist in Goa. Uh, Today we will be discussing about diabetic retinopathy. So diabetic retinopathy is a eye disease caused because of high blood sugar levels which affect the blood vessels in the retina. So retina is a light sensitive layer of the eye where light falls on that uh, and it reflects to the brain and where it is interpreted. So and it has got a central part and a peripheral part. So the in case of diabetic retinopathy, the blood vessels they get affected and which leads to the various problems affect leading to the blindness which affects the patients. So basically, this diabetic retinopathy can be complicated by other risk factors like hypertension, cholesterol, obesity, heart disease. And so the patients in the initial stages may not be aware that such they are having some problem in their retina. So for that, regular eye examination is necessary to detect such asymptomatic patients. Some when the disease progresses, it can cause symptoms in terms of blurring of the eyesight, black spots or floaters in their field of vision, or sometimes a loss of some part of the field or a black spot in the field of vision, like that. But by the time these symptoms appear, the disease would have progressed. So the patient with the person with diabetes should usually have a regular eye examination every year. If a problem is detected, depending on the stage of the diabetes, the follow-up will be slightly frequent. So in the initial stages where there is some amount of bleeding in the eye, the patient needs to follow up every 6 months, which is a mild diabetic retinopathy. If it progresses to a moderate stage, then patient needs to follow up every 4 months. And if it progresses to further stage, which is a severe non-proliferative diabetic retinopathy, then they have to follow every 3 months. If till all these stages, which are non-proliferative diabetic retinopathy, treatment may not be required. I mean, is not required, and patient needs to follow up regularly, visit the eye specialist, uh, get his examination done. If it progresses to a next stage, which is a proliferative diabetic retinopathy, where there is a significant chances of loss of vision or blindness, then that time treatment needs to be initiated, which again can be low risk and high risk also. If it is in the early stages where the abnormal blood vessels have formed, then treatment in the form of pan-retinal photocoagulation, or in the simple language which we call as laser, can help in controlling the disease and arresting the progression of the disease at this stage only. After that, once in a while, like once in 3 months, or a checkup based on the discretion of the ophthalmologist or retina specialist, will help in preventing the further progression. But sometimes what happens till this stage, because the patient doesn't have symptoms, the early stages or the early stage of the proliferative also are missed. By the time the patient presents to the ophthalmologist, the disease would have progressed to a high risk proliferative diabetic retinopathy, where there can be vitreous hemorrhage, like bleeding into the eye, or sometimes there can be some membranes which might cause pull on the retina or tractional on the retina. In such cases, uh, the bleeding or the traction needs to be managed surgically. That also can be successful or can rehabilitate the patient with a good vision if it is done at a right time in the early stages. But if it progresses to a stage where the damage is more, and despite a good successful surgical outcome also, the visual rehabilitation or the eyesight may not be that much better as expected. So it is important a disease which we can prevent at an early stage, uh, and we can prevent the patient from requiring the further treatment if we treat the patient at the right stage and right treatment. So these stages which I told you are because of one problem of the diabetes, like bleeding. The second problem which happens in diabetes is diabetic retinopathy is a diabetic macular edema. In a simple language, it is the swelling which affects the central part of the eye. So central part of the retina, which is known as macula. So this will be symptomatic in the initial stages also. So when the patient presents to the doctor, he will check his vision, and accordingly he might advise a scan, which is known as ocular coherence tomography. So based on this tomography OCT scan, we will advise the treatment accordingly. So if it is involving the center, the patient will require injections. So these injections are of multiple types. Some have some side effects also, and some are without these side effects also. So depending on the condition, depending on the associated risk factors, the retina specialist will advise you to go for which type of the treatment, like the injections and all. So mainly the treatment which is required for diabetic retinopathy is lasers, injections, and in the next stages it will be surgery. So if we do regular eye examination, all these things can be prevented also. So for that, we need to have a diet control, a regular checkup with our diabetologist, control of associated systemic risk factors also, like hypertension, cholesterol, heart disease, and all such issues. Patients who develop diabetic retinopathy, they have increased risk for other diabetes related complications also, like diabetic nephropathy or diabetic foot neuropathy and other such problems. So they need to be managed by a diabetologist for the other complications also, like that. So regular examination with an eye specialist, a regular follow up with the diabetologist, regular blood investigations and urine examination will definitely help in preventing these sight threatening complications of the diabetes. Thank you very much.